Hey guys, welcome back. How's it going? So we're back out here this morning. We, like I said in the last video, we marked out all the locations for our walls in our second floor. So now it's time to start framing. So my dad's downstairs working on cutting all of our headers for our exterior windows that need bigger headers. So we've got those headers being cut downstairs right now. So if he gets them all cut at once, we can bring them up, so we don't have to keep going up and down the ladder to the from the second floor. So what I'm going to be working on first to prep for framing is we've got our 2x6 bottom plate and top plate here around the edge, and I'll show you in a minute what I'll be doing. But what I'll be doing is going around and marking on the bottom plate and the top plate the locations for all of the studs, the king studs, jack studs, window locations, cripples, all that stuff, so that we know where our wood is going and how many studs we need. And then once we've got it all marked out, we can start putting the walls together. So that's what I'm going to be working on this morning, and hopefully we'll be moving very quickly on all of our second floor framing. Okay, just to give you guys an idea of how we go about marking our boards for building walls. So as you can see here, we've got 2 pieces. So that's going to be on the top, our bottom plate. And then right below that is going to be the first top plate for our wall. So we're marking out, see where there's a line with an X that shows where a stud's going to be. So on the end we'll have 3 studs. And then the reason we have this board sticking out a lot longer is because it's a long wall. So we have to place boards together. So we have to offset where those boards meet in the bottom and at the top. So that's why that one sticks out further than the other one. So and then we get along, so I measure out where our window locations are. So here's one of our windows in this wall. And we have the J stands for jack stud and the K stands for king stud. So I've got 2 jack studs and 2 king studs on either side of that window. So I measured out where that window goes. And then I also have a line with an X in the middle of that window that shows where we're going to have a cripple underneath and above the window. And then as we go along, marking off every 16 inches, we have a line with an X for a stud. And then we've got another window here. With 2 jack studs and 2 king studs and some cripples. And then we also have at this location is an interior wall. It's going to tie in there, so we have to have some studs for that. And then we keep going. So this is another spot where the studs are meeting, the walls are meeting because it's a really long wall. So we've got a splice right here, and then we put the top plate splice right there. So that way they're at least 4 feet away from each other so that it doesn't create a weak point in the wall. So then we just keep going along. There's no more windows in this wall. So we've just got studs. And then at the end, we have our 3 studs there. So we just do the same thing as we go along for each of our walls. And so that's how we mark out our walls until we're ready to put in all the wall studs and put them up. Okay, so we're gonna call it a day for now. We've got all of our exterior walls marked up, so now tomorrow we can go ahead and start building those walls. So we've got a bunch of our headers and our cripples all cut and jack studs. So we've made some good prep work done, so we should move pretty quickly through putting up most of the walls upstairs tomorrow. But it's 7 o'clock, sun's about to go down here soon, so we're gonna call it a day. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.